Welcome back to Nikel's Food for the Soul, again with Sheikah Brown. Happy Sunday, guys. Sorry, you're not seeing my face just yet, but you will get a chance to see me before this video is over with. But I found it that I'm moving on pretty fast when I don't look into the camera and have to talk a lot. So I want to start focusing more on food. I know you guys, you're like, what is going on there? So today I will be doing a very tasty Georgia Southern Brunswick stew with shredded chicken, and I don't eat pork, so I'm using beef and chicken. You guys can do beef and pork, but I'm using beef and chicken. Just as delicious, if not even more. What I did, you can buy your chicken shredded already, but I find you get more flavor and juice out of chicken thighs. So I actually bought chicken thighs and roasted them myself in an air fryer. And the same with the meat. You can buy shredded meat, but when you buy shredded meat, I find out that most time it's already seasoned. And I like to add my own flavors. So I didn't want to go the pre-cooked already shredded. So I just took it and I put them apart and shredded them myself. Same with the beef. I would recommend using the chicken thighs. You can use breasts, but I would recommend the thighs. Because of course I always say it adds more flavor and it have more juice. And the beef beef type, you can use chuck roast, you can use flank, you can use beef stew, whatever type of beef you want, just long as it's like a solid meat, like shoulder roast, chuck roast, flank, something like that. So I'm going to cut down, because usually you want stew to slow cook for like 2 to 3 hours. But I went ahead and cooked all of the meat pretty much done, as you can see. So I want to cut down the time in half. Along in here, I'm going to add, I have fresh tomatoes, lima beans, and corn kernels. Some of the other ingredients that will be going into the stew, of course, is Worcestershire sauce. You have to get a tangy barbecue sauce, and tangy, and it's like a sweet mustard. You also need liquid smoke. Over by the stove, I already have, and I'll show you guys once we get over there, some of the other stuff that will be going in. But don't forget, all of the ingredients will be in the bottom in the description box, underneath the like, subscribe, notification button, share please, and let's get started. So over here, I'm going to get started with, I have some fresh, some diced onions, some minced garlic. This right here is both of the barbecue sauce together, the tangy and the sweet mustard. Also, you have your crushed red pepper along with the fresh, not peppers, tomatoes, along with the fresh tomatoes. You have some allspice, and this is pretty much the liquid smoke, the Worcestershire. Oh, and you need some Tabasco sauce. I love bull, but this ingredient calls for Tabasco, not bull. So I'm going to start with the onions first. Put the onions in, along with the garlic. And you're just going to kind of let them become tender. Just a couple of minutes. This, you're supposed to start off on high heat. Mine was on medium, so that's why it's kind of going a little slower. But I cut it up. You want to start off sauteing your onions and garlic on high heat. Now the heat is pretty much kicking up. Just a little bit together. And guys, this is a kind of like a one pot meal. Um, you can just, if you got a busy day, like today's Sunday, I have a busy day. I have to get ready for my niece recital. Um, so I can, once I get everything in, I'm gonna let it cook for about an hour because, like I said, I cut the time down in half. And by the time I'm done getting dressed and everything, it should pretty much be done. So once I let that cook together, then you want to start adding in all of your, you want to start building your flavor. You want to cut down the heat to medium. That was the liquid smoke. This is the Worcestershire sauce, the Tabasco. You just want to give it a few dashes of salt and pepper to taste. This is, I like to use coarse kosher salt. And make sure your pepper is ground pepper. And again, you know I'm all about building flavors. And you want to do about, depending on the size of your, the size pot you're making, you at least want to give it like 1 tablespoon of allspice. And then you want to add in the barbecue sauce mixture. And this was 1 cup of each. If it's a bigger, you're cooking for a bigger pot, usually it calls for 1.5 cup of each. So you kind of like, I'm gonna cut that back up to medium. And I'm gonna bring the meat over. I want to give it a taste. That's good. Ooh. Got a little kick to it. That's what I'm talking about. My husband laughing at me, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Every time I say that, I don't know why I sound like my older sister. She get crump. So, with this meat, I know you guys will wonder why she leave the skin in. That's optional. That's something I'm doing, but you don't have to. A lot of flavor is in the skin. So although I'm gonna put it in, we don't really like the fatted and skin part. I'm just using it for the flavor. But you don't have to. You can leave it out because there's so much flavor in the meat already. But I like to leave it on, and then I'll probably put it out, you know, sometime in a dish. But I want all of that flavor, all of that ooey gooey goodness getting in the food. So I'm adding in the meat. And this is a very easy meal, as you see. And you can prep this meal. You can roast the chicken in advance. And you can roast not roast, but cook the beef in advance as well. And when you're ready for it, just put it out and put everything in a pot. Go about your day. Move around the house. Wash clothes. Play with the kids. Help them with their homework. Walk the dogs. And you don't have to, occasionally you would have to stir to make sure it don't burn. But it's not a steady, constant watch pot meal. So you want to bring that back up to medium high. This part is optional. I kind of suggest it. I like the meat to kind of cook in the barbecue sauce and all of the flavors for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Just to me, it just brings out the flavor more. You don't have to, but I'm gonna cover this, let this cook for about 10 minutes on high, and I'll be right back with you guys to put all the other ingredients in and to get this dish going. So guys, it's been pretty much marinating together, marrying together for about 10 minutes. The next step, you want to throw in, not throw it, but pour in about, I'll say, depending on the size as well, about 3 to 4 cups of chicken stock. I'm doing it by eye measurement. If you guys not sure, please don't do as I do and measure. Also, you're gonna go ahead and put in your your crushed tomatoes, along with, and I'm going to do a can and a half. I'm not going to use 2 cans. About a can and a third of the crushed tomatoes, as well as you want to throw in the fresh diced tomatoes. Well, you're going to actually throw in all this, so you can just dump this, but I should have got a bigger pot. We're going to get this all in here, though. So you want to put them all in together. And I do have a bigger pot, but this pretty much, it still fits. So, and it's going to cook down. So you just kind of like want to stir all of this together. And once you stir this together, you just go ahead and give it a taste, because you want to make sure that your flavor and your seasoning is there to the point where you want it. Some people like more seasoned, some people like less. I like it very seasoned. And excuse the TV in the background, guys. My dad just came out and he have his TV like extremely loud. And he's all the way upstairs, and you can hear the TV down here. And then he wonder why he's deaf, because he damaged his ears. So, just give it a taste. And it's on point to me. So what you want to do is you're going to cover this. And once you cover this, you're going to leave it cooking for about at least an hour, depending on how long you cook your meat already. But because I pre-cooked my meat in advance all the way through to shorten down the time, I'm going to let this cook together for about an hour. I'm going to try to go an hour and a half, depending on how much time I have. You want to stir this occasionally so that it won't burn at the bottom. So it's pretty much right now, what they say, you set it and forget it. So when we come back, everything should be done. That's what I'm saying. It's a one-pot meal. You can serve it up with some rice, some mashed potatoes, some cornbread. I think my husband said he's going to have crackers. So we should see. So when we come back, you guys, it's going to be dinner time. Back, guys. Hi, I miss you guys. I know you haven't seen me in the last only one episode. So welcome back to Nikel's Food for the Soul, of course, Sheikah Brown. Today I'm bringing you again a hearty, but you can say healthy meal, because you have your lima beans in your corns for your vegetables. You have the shredded chicken and your beef for your protein. It's hearty, it's healthy, it's a good meal. It's a one-pot dish when you have other things you need to do. So it's been cooking now for about almost 2 hours. And I already told you guys, I kind of cut the time in half. Usually I like to cook stew for 3 hours. I cut the time in half because I roasted my own chicken. And of course I slow cooked the beef. I pre-cooked it. As you can see, look at that, guys. You can tell it's very hearty. Along with this, like I told you guys before, you can serve it with cornbread, rice, mashed potatoes, whatever. We're gonna do a little bit of rice underneath and put this on the top. I didn't do cornbread. We're gonna use another type of bread that I got from Whole Foods that I need to eat, which is some good bread. But you guys can do cornbread. I probably would make cornbread tomorrow so we can eat it. That's why I made a big pot, as you see, so we can have some throughout the week, because me and hubby work from home, but we still work. So I can save time on cooking. When it's time for lunch, I can just come down here and get me a nice big bowl. I was gonna make you guys chili next time, because that's another dish I need to make. But we gotta get rid of this stew first. I'm taking Mama V a bit pot, a bit bowl, because she wasn't able to be here. This is jasmine rice. You can do brown rice, regular rice. I like the jasmine sticky rice. That's good. And this is, of course, hubby plate. You gonna want some of this, the juice in it, right? So let me get a different spoon. Let me get a soup spoon. Where is my soup spoon? I'm always figuring, battering and whatever around. I got so much cooking stuff. I don't know what I did with it, but anyway, I'm gonna use another one. I just had my soup spoon, but hold on, guys. So I want to make sure I get some of this ooey gooey juice. So, oh, I forgot about the skin. I told you guys I was gonna take the skin out. He was like, no skin, no skin. I forgot to take it out, but that's okay, because you know my dad would eat it. So, and he could have taken it out. So, but he loved tomatoes, so I see a piece of skin. I'm gonna get it out, but I want to give him that tomato. Boop. Did y'all hear that splash? Split splash. I'm taking. See, that's why I don't get on the camera. You see the type of stuff I do? That's enough. Okay. And of course, if you want to make it look fancy and pretty, you can always top it off, because parsley don't have no taste really. With a little bit of food grass to fix it up, and there you have it. It was quick. It wasn't quick, but it was easy, fun. It was it was time management wise, because I was able to get dressed, get ready for my niece's recital. Take it in. Get ready for my niece's recital. It starts at 7. It's 6:25. It takes me 25 minutes to get there, so I'm in good time. So again, next time I have more time to talk to you guys and love on you. I always love you. Like, subscribe, share, comment, give me any more suggestions. This will be in my cookbook as well coming up. The art and love of cooking. I'm still working on it. I'm surprised you. I'm gonna wow you. But anyway, thank you guys. Love you. Sheikah Brown again. Happy Sundays. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your family, friends, loved ones. Until next time, always love you.